beautiful, and welcome to JTV Fridays. Want to just remind you about the discount code. It's all in caps, ANESTER, and then the number 10. And to order, you go to jtv.com/Antonella. You'll see everything in the show. And then if you want to search other items, you certainly can. And I still get credit because you followed the link jtv.com/Antonella. Okay. We have such a patriotic show. And I'm just going to say this once, probably not, I'll probably say it more. But if there's one thing that we can all agree on is we love this great country. So showing these pieces makes me happy and joyful inside because it's something that really unites us all, that we all love this country. So let's get started with a piece that I absolutely fell in love with. Look at her. She's a pin. And I tell you, whether you're going to wear her on the lapel, you can wear her in the hair, a handbag, a jacket, a scarf, you name it. She is that beautiful waving flag that we all love. This is BEJ704. It's done with Bella Luce Exotica with tanzanite, garnet, diamond simulants, and all done in sterling silver. 5 payments of $9.39, and she is at a sale price. She's 53% off of the JTV price. I love bringing you the sales. And up and down, you're at 1 1/4 inch, and then from side to side, you're almost a full inch. But look at how she waves in the, just the way that she waves in the way that it's been set up. And then here's the back. I'm going to go ahead and put her on for you just so we can look at her throughout the whole show. I just think she's beautiful and she makes me feel good. Oh, I like that. All right, let's just put her on right here. Nice big pin on her too. And you get on in there. Just such a pretty piece. And it just reminds me of how we're all united in this way. So I don't think I have her on quite right, but that'll do. Okay. She's BEJ704, 5 payments of $9.39. I don't like that I don't have her on right. Okay, hold on, sister. That'll bug me the whole show if I don't get it right. Ouch. Oops. That wasn't good. Let me go this way with it. Okay. Now you go in here, and then I'll lock you in for safety. Am I doing this right? It's hard to see. There. No, I haven't. Do I? How much of the show do you want me fiddling with this? Okay. The next item is the ring. You might have noticed again, totally patriotic, red, white, and blues, Bella Luce, tanzanite, ruby, and white diamond simulants, done in sterling silver, BEJ647, 5 payments of $8.99, and she's a beefy ring. I love that. She's 54% off of the JTV price, and I'm going to give her some measurements. But she just feels good on, makes me feel good. 1 inch from side to side and then up and down, probably about 3/4 of an inch. But let me show you those stripes, those beautiful stones, all prong set, the way that she heightens up and has a slight curve to her, and then flushing down the side of the shank, you have more stones. She's big, she's heavy, and she's gorgeous, all red, white, and blue. And the earrings, let me show you those because they match the ring perfectly. The ring again is BEJ647, 5 payments of $8.99. Fabulous. Let's do the earrings. These are also Bella Luce 1.82 karat multi-gemstone simulants, done in sterling silver, BCB 609. and this is on 5 payments of $6.99. And I tell you, over 1,200 of these have been sold, and they're larger than they look online, but they go so good with the ring. There is a Stars and Stripes necklace too. Now this one that's coming up is all done in white stones, but I do have one that's done in the red, white, and blue. But here is our beauty, and she is BCB609, 5 payments of $6.99. Stars, post, and butterfly cat. She stands up off of the earlobe. Great size on her too. We'll get in and measure her up at about, well, 3/4 of an inch by about 3/4 of an inch. And I will tell you, if you haven't shopped on JTV for a little under a year, or you're brand new, you get $40 Brilliant Cash rewards loaded right into your account. And so these earrings are basically free, because the total price is $34.99. So basically free, and then you get $5 too. So it's a great way to try the line. There's only 27 of these, so if you want them, you do want to act a little bit fast on it. I'm going to show you the necklace I was just talking about, but I do know that there's one online, and I think you'll see it in my recap tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And it's done in red, white, and blue. The necklace I'm wearing, though, is BC0372, and it's done with Bella Luce, over or almost 9.5 carat total weight, and then done in sterling silver as well. This has a spring savings of 5 payments of $8.99. It's an 18-inch Singapore, and there isn't an extender on it, so it is a full, it's just 18 inches. You're not going to be able to adjust this in any way. But folks that have gotten this love it. It is top rated. Let me show you up close why she's top rated. That's the back of her, and you'll notice inside the stones are caged inside of this sterling silver cage, and they just sparkle like total madness. It's just this shooting star that you're seeing, about an inch, maybe a little bit over, and then from top to bottom about an inch on that as well. And you see too that on the inside the star is carved out there too, but if you look inside, they're large stones, and they're fully faceted, and this even looks pretty on the back side, where you have this meandering of star motif, and then this side of course is, and it's not, it doesn't float, it's a true necklace, so it's attached on one side and then the other side, so it's a true necklace where it is completely attached. But this sparkles like crazy. It is item number BC0372, top rated, and 5 payments of $8.99. So I wanted to show you a choice of hoop earrings, and these are a choice of either the sapphire or the ruby. And then you're also going to have white diamonds with this. Now these are lab created, so they're going to be the finest of the finest. If you want the sapphire hoop earring, snap bar closure on that, it's LGD852A. And if you want the ruby version, it's LGD852B. The ruby is 5 payments of $41.59. The sapphire is 5 payments of $42.59. Now these are 15% off of the JTV price. And I'm going to kind of put one on for you. I'll put the ruby one on for you. And they are your classic hoop earrings, snap bar closure, and you have the lab grown diamonds on these. So all lab grown, which is always expensive because it is the same as what Mother Nature would make. We just speed it up a bit. So from side to side, there's the measurement, and then up and down, these hoops are coming in at 3/4 of an inch. It's just so nice to have that little bit of sparkle, that little bit of dazzle, especially if you're like me and you love a hoop earring. So you'll see the whole earring here. This one is the ruby version. There's the snap bar closure. Here's the side profile where you're going to see some of the color coming through on that. Here's the front and then the other side. Again, if you want the sapphire, it's LGD 852A. If you want the ruby, it's LGD 852B. The ruby's 5 payments of $41.59. The sapphire is going to be 5 payments of $42.59. Actually, the sapphire is 15% off, and I think the ruby's actually 17% off. So it's really nice that I have matching rings for that too. But I don't want you to go too far because there's a nice large one too, if you're like me and you love the bigger pieces. So there too, matches the earrings perfectly, is the band ring. Now, this one is coming up, just so you know. But these are 2 separate band rings, and it's, again, your choice. If you want the sapphire, it's LGD 851A. If you want the ruby, it's LGD 851B. They're both 5 payments of $28.59. There aren't a lot of these left to go around. And these are also grown. So they're grown, lab-grown diamonds, lab-created sapphires. You know, I always talk about this, that if you walk into a jewelry store, you'll see the Mother Nature's gemstones, and then right next to that is usually a case of lab-created or grown, and sometimes the grown or the lab created are more expensive than the natural because they're more beautiful, they're more brilliant, they're clearer, and again, they always have the same physical properties, chemical properties. It's just Mother Nature didn't do it, we did. So there you're seeing, and I'm gonna measure these up, but there you're seeing how pretty. Now these don't go all the way around, they do stop for comfort. Nice large bail or shank on it, and from side to side you're at about 1 inch, and then there is your measurement up and down. So a great ring to just kind of wear on its own or to stack it if you'd like to. Again, the sapphire one is LGD 851A. The ruby is LGD 851B. 5 payments of $28.59. Now I want to show you another 2 choices here. These out. These are really pretty too. Look at these necklaces. Let me straighten her up. These are, oh, look at how pretty they are. There's no prongs. I love how they're bezel set. And you have the sapphire choice, which is JSM 865. That's on 5 payments of $13.99. And then there's also the ruby choice, and that is JSM 864, 5 payments of $10.59. So you've got an 18-inch chain with a 2-inch extender on her. So she's going to go to 20 inches for you. They're both at a sale price, and then measurements, I mean, you're seeing she's reaching for 3/4 of an inch, and then up and down about 1/2 an inch. And just look at how beautiful that's been set, and she does slide on the necklace itself. I'll go ahead and put one of these on. I like that we have the choice of either the ruby or the sapphire, and these are also lab created. So when you see lab created, it is pretty much giving you the best of the best that could be out there. So it would be like a AAA quality ruby in what you're seeing. You know, if Mother Nature were to actually grow this. I have to put these earrings in because they're spectacular too, and I like how they go with this necklace. So again, if you want the sapphire, it's JSM 865, and that's 5 payments of $13.99. And then if you want the ruby, which I'm wearing, that is JSM 864, and that's on 5 payments of $10.59, and these are 26% off of the JTV price. Okay, I did sneak peek that ring, so let's do it now. Because I'll do this first because I think this looks so cool. I'm gonna stack them. You know the two rings that we did, that was your choice of sapphire or ruby? Well, I stacked them with this ring, which I'll tell you, I love rings like this because you can use them as guard rings. You can use them to zhuzh up a ring that you already have. So in this case, I did zhuzh up this one. No need to, actually, but I did it anyway. So this, again, totally patriotic. Red, white, and blue coming your way. CTB 2222. And you're looking at over a carat of lab blue and lab white sapphire with over a carat of lab ruby, all done in sterling silver. The baguettes are in the sapphire and ruby, and then the rounds are done in the white sapphire. This is CTB 2222, 5 payments of $17.99, and she is 39% off of the JTV price. From side to side, reaching for 1 inch, but I'm going to call her out a little over 3/4, and then up and down 1/2 inch. And then we're going to get a good close-up view. Look at those beautiful baguettes. That's a fancy cut. Then you've got the rounds, streams of sterling silver coming in between them. And the cool thing about baguettes is it has like this funhouse mirror or paparazzi flashes. I'm inside right now, the boat, inside the cabin. When I was wearing this outside and the light hit it, holy smokes, it just went bananas. This is CTB 2222, 5 payments of $17.99. So I'm going to do a little bit of, oh wait, I don't have those earrings. I didn't send them. Or that bracelet. Yikes. Okay, let me see what I do have in my, oh yeah. So I know I showed you this necklace to begin with. That's the back, here's the front. But maybe you wanted something a little bit smaller. And so I'm gonna share this necklace with you now. This is BC0553, and it's Bella Luce. It is over 1/2 carat, it's almost 3/4 carat of white diamond simulant. And then it is 18 karat gold over top of sterling silver. It's an 18-inch mirror chain, and it's actually 65% off of the JTV price. It's 2 payments of $14.35. So that's a total price of $28.70. This is a great way to try JTV, to try Bella Luce, just to see if it has the flavor of what you enjoy wearing. I'm going to kind of slip this on for you too, so we can see this on. It's really, really pretty. And I'll tell you that the mirror length, well, before I slip her on, I'm going to go ahead and give her some measurements here. So up and down, including the bail, you're at about 3/4 of an inch. From side to side, you're just over the 1/2 inch mark. And you'll see all of that encrusted Bella Luce, a beautiful beaded border, and then here is the back. Nice large bail on it too. So if you wanted to change this out into a longer chain, shorter chain, a different chain, you definitely could do that. But this is so pretty in the way that it sparkles. And again, not just the chain, but the Bella Luce as well. And you'll see that, I'm gonna switch my earrings out. And you're like, but you just put those in. I know, but I have a pair coming up that match this necklace. So I should have put those in. So not just the chain sparkles, but, oh, these earrings are so cool. Wait till you see them. Not just the chain sparkles, but that Bella Luce on the star. It truly looks like a shooting star from the heavens. The necklace, look at these, are you kidding me? The necklace is BC0553, 2 payments of $14.35. So the earrings, I'm going to show you these up close first so you can see why I was like, wow. Let me show that to you. So they're post and butterfly catch. What's cool is you can wear this, almost this lightning streak of stars up and down, or you can almost put it at an angle going up the earlobe. And then you have these stars that drizzle down. And this is all done in Bella Luce. 1 carat total weight of Bella Luce, done in 18 karat gold over top of sterling silver. These are going to be 33% off of the JTV price. 4 payments of $11.99. BJB 388. And I'm going to give you a drop on them. So they're, you know, I know you're looking at 1 3/4 inch, but the post comes here. So if you're like me and you have 80s piercings that have seen better days, this portion, because the post is here, right where my finger's pointing, it's going to cover if you have an elongated thing. So I know I gave you a measurement. Really, I'm going to give you a measurement of where it's going to drop from the piercing, and that would be 1 1/4 inch. So look at how pretty these look. I'm going to switch them around for you just a little bit. So I was saying you can have them kind of dangle straight down, or you can take them and make it look as if it's going up the earlobe, and then you have a dangle that falls down from it. Almost looks like a comet or shooting star, and this is the tail of it. You've got dangle, you've got dazzle, you've got intrigue, you have piercing coverage, you have everything. This is BJB 388, 4 payments of $11.99, and it is 33% off of the JTV price. So let me show you a little bit more white, since we are focusing on the white. And these are just streaming stars just blazing across the sky and your finger. BJB 552, and this is Bella Luce 2.5 carat total weight on that. 18 karat gold over top of sterling silver, 5 payments of $13.99, and this is 30% off of the JTV price. And it looks like you're wearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bands, and 2 of them are holding stars within them. Take a look at that up close. Lots of stones, lots of sparkle, lots of finger coverage. And from side to side, you are at almost 1 inch, and then up and down, you're at about 3/4 of an inch. And this just has, it's a big, bold look, but it has this open airiness. I always talk about it. You're probably sick of it, but sometimes, I always love to wear big, bold jewelry, but in the summertime, it can be a little bit difficult because of the heat, and then I sweat underneath. I get these little red dots. So I love a ring like this because it's large, it's big, it's bold, but it's airy. So you don't sweat under there, long story short. BJB 552, 5 payments of $13.99. These are just gorgeous. All right, I want to show you this amazing lab created blue sapphire. And it is, I mean, top of the line. This I don't understand, the price. It's at a super buy price, I kid you not. The whole price in its entirety is $29.99. For a lab created stone of this size, this quality, you can't do that. So I don't know how they do it, but I'm glad they do. That's a 2.5 carat lab created blue sapphire and almost 1/2 carat of lab created white sapphire. It's also on stretch pay, so you can get this on 5 payments of $5.99. It's top rated. It's an opportunity buy. Over 9,000 of these have been picked up, and right now it's almost half price. DOK 1213. Don't let this one go. For $30, you can see what all the craziness is about. From side to side, you're at about 3/4 of an inch, and then up and down, you're at about 1/2 an inch. And as you look at that, you're seeing the lab created sapphire right on top. This looks like an heirloom piece. And then you're wrapped out in a platform of white sapphire, and then you're coming down in this crisscross. So you have all of these elements that make this just eye-poppingly beautiful. The price tag is crazy, and there's there's 150 of them, so don't be shy about picking this up. Honestly, it really looks like an heirloom piece. You know what I want to do real quick is just add this ring that we did to it, and I have almost a brand new wedding set. I kind of feel like Princess Diana. The ring is DOK1213 for $29.99. Madness. 5 payments of $5.99. So my next piece that I want to show you is actually a set. So you're going to get earrings and a necklace, and these match that ring perfectly. So let me show you what this looks like. Let me put this together. So you'll get the earrings and the necklace, both, and you see how it matches back to the ring perfectly. I don't know, I kind of feel Elizabeth Taylor-ish here. So the set, the necklace and the earrings, is DOK2362, and it's done in sterling silver. It is 5 payments of $7.99. So for 8 and 6, 4, for $16 a month, you can have this entire set. That's the ring, the necklace, the earrings. Amazing. The set of the necklace and the earrings is top rated. It's at an opportunity buy, and it's 57% off of the JTV price. They match the ring perfectly, and there's 118 of these. Just to give you a little bit of a measurement, 3/4 of an inch from side to side, about 1/2 an inch. The earrings are ranging for that 1/2 inch mark. But this whole set, I think, is so extraordinary. And what did I say for how much a month? 6 and 8, 14. What's 6 and 8? 8 plus 6. $14 a month. $14 a month. Precious metal. These are lab grown, which is crazy for this price tag. Honestly, go into a brick and mortar store and check out their lab created, their lab grown, and see how much they like to charge for them. Okay, I do want to kind of play a little bit with ruby now as well, because we played with sapphire a lot, so it's time to be fair and play with our rubies a little. This next ring that I want to show you it's unusual, and it's unique. You just got a quick peek at it because it is a baguette, a large baguette of ruby. And let me put my necklace on too, because that's going to be coming up as well, and it's done in ruby too. Actually, maybe I'll wait because you're going to want me to measure that for you. So let's do the ring and just notice the earrings. They're coming up next. How unique is that? I mean, I've seen a lot of jewelry. I own a lot of jewelry. And to be able to have something this unique, this is a very striking north-south stone that's set there, and it's baguette cut. And look at that profile. I mean, it just mirrors off of itself. The item number is CTB1004. It is at a clearance price. 3 payments of $11.73. So that's a total of $35.20. It is, we have not seen this since February, so it's taken a while to get this back in. I'm going to measure her up, but she's at 16 millimeter by 8 millimeter stone, and from up and down you're going to be at about 3/4 of an inch, and then from side to side you're a little over 3/4 of an inch. But just look at her. Look at how amazing. I'm going to measure how high she stands up too, because she is sitting in this, I mean, she's over 1/4 of an inch. She's sitting in this beautiful basket of ornate sterling silver. I did put her on the middle finger, but talk about the pops of red that are just, they're very sexy. So the ring is CTB1004, 3 payments of $11.73. Let's do the earrings next, because they just go back and they match that ring so perfectly. I'll show these to you up close. They're post and butterfly catch. And the item number on this is JSM787, done in sterling silver, and you're looking at almost 7.5 carat of lab created ruby. 5 payments of $11.99, and these are 45% off of the JTV price, up and down about 3/4 of an inch, side to side, 1/4 of an inch. And then we're going to go this way too, because I want you to see that's going to stand off of the ear about 1/4 of an inch. You'll also notice it's post and butterfly catch, and you have a baguette running east-west, and then the larger baguette running north-south. And there's no prongs. This is all, it's not bezel set, tension setting is what it's called. And you see how they drop down. Again, unique, not something that you see coming and going all the time. Both of these are so unbelievable in the way that they're cut, and they're baguettes, so they're going to give you that funhouse mirror look to them. The earrings are JSM 787, 5 payments of $11.99. So speaking of baguettes, I want to show you that necklace that I was going to put on, but then I wanted to wait because I wanted to be able to measure it for you. This is CTB 1525, and it's about over 1/2 carat of baguettes, lab-grown ruby, lab-grown pink sapphire. So you have ruby and pink sapphire in this. That's why you see some dark and some light. They almost look like Jedi spinel, if you're familiar with those. This is at a clearance price, so they're not getting it back in again. 3 payments of $12.60, and it's 65% off of the JTV price. So up and down, including the bail, you're at about 1 1/4 inch from side to side. You're at about 3/4 of an inch. Nice large bail on that. And the chain is 18 inches with a 2-inch extender on it. So you're going to be able to wear this up to 20 inches on the neckline. And I will just kind of lay this one. Do I have it on backwards? No. Okay. So this just has that pretty pink and red that runs through it. I think it does look pretty with the star. The chain is amazing. I love that mirror chain because it gives so much sparkle. But look at that with the ring and the earrings. Even this ring over here, it's going to pull up the red with that. The necklace is CTB 1525, and it's on 3 payments of $12.60. And I do want to remind you, that's a total of $37.60. So if you're new to JTV or you haven't shopped for a while, you get $40 Brilliant Cash rewards put into your account. So this necklace is basically free, and they give you $3. Thanks you guys so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. And by the way, I read so many of the comments from Wednesday's Girl Time Chit Chat. You made me feel really good. Really good. Thank you. Bye-bye.